Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Chakdash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, as well as honor to the men under the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, as well as those who hope to be of that number. Secret Fema plan to use pastors as pacifiers in preparation for martial law. Martial law, martial, wartime, martial law. So martial law equals wartime law. You got something called Clergy response team pastors, and the elders and apostles of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have gone into that topic. They've also broken down Romans chapter 13. I'll leave the link to Romans chapter 13, 1 through 7 in the description box. I watched this video, Beware Judas Goats. I'll leave this video in the description box as well, because that's where I heard them make mention of information in this article. A pastor has come forward. This article was put up on May 24, 2006. This was over 14 years ago, this article. A pastor has come forward to blow the whistle on a nationwide Fema program which is training pastors and other religious representatives to become secret police enforcers to teach their congregations to obey the government in preparation for a declaration of martial law, property, firearm seizures and forced relocation. In March of 2006, it says of this year, but as you can see the article was put up 2006. The pastor, who we shall refer to as Pastor Revere, was invited to attend a meeting of his local Fema chapter, which circulated around, which was all about, preparedness for a potential bioterrorist attack, any natural disaster or nationally declared emergency. Donald Trump declared national emergency over COVID in March 2020. The Fema directors told the pastors that attended that it was their job to help implement Fema and Homeland Security directives in anticipation of any of these eventualities. The first directive was for pastors to preach to their congregations Romans 13, often taken out of context Bible passage that was used by Hitler to hoodwink Christians into supporting him in order to teach them to obey the government when martial law was declared. It was related to the pastors that quarantines, martial law, and forced relocation were a problem for state authorities when enforcing federal mandates due to the cowboy mentality of citizens standing up for their property and Second Amendment rights, your right to bear firearms, what have you, as well as farmers defending their crops and livestock from seizure. It was stressed that the pastors needed to preach subservience to the authorities ahead of time in preparation for the roundups of people, and to make it clear to the congregation that this is for their own good. We have received confirmation from other preachers and pastors that this program is a nationwide initiative and a literal Soviet model whereby the churches are being systematically infiltrated by government volunteers and used as conduits for martial law training and conditioning. The pastor was told that over 1,300 counties were already on board. Basically, all over America, you've got these pastors which are being trained up in Fema plans, and they're going to be teaching their congregation. They're going to be breaking down Romans 13 wrong to their congregation in order to pacify them to go along with government edicts, government agendas, and part of government agendas, which ultimately came from their puppet masters, the international banking families, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys. Those guys told them the plans of the government, really the plans of the international banking families, the agenda, so I say, to max as many people and have as many people take the microchip, which is the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Esau breaks down Romans 13 wrong. Again, here's this video of Romans 13, 1 through 7. I'll leave this video in the description box, the link to this video in the description box. Now, I'm just gonna read a verse or two of Romans 13. Romans 13, 1 through 2. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power of God. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinance of God, and they that resist receive to themselves damnation. Let every soul be under the rule of unto the higher powers, but there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. The current powers that be are Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Esau, Edom is the power, is the one that's been ordained of the Most High. We follow the laws of his land, but the laws of the land that go against the laws of the Bible, the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we don't follow. And one day it's gonna become a terror to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. You only follow the laws of the land, okay? Until it becomes a terror for you to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Because Esau, he's gonna mandate the marks, and then after that he's gonna mandate the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. And it's going to be a terror because he's going to want you to go against the laws of the Bible, transgress the laws of the Bible, and transgression of the Bible, transgression of the law is breaking the law. 1 John 3 and 4. And as it is written in Acts 5:29, we ought to obey the Most High the men. I get the scripture next. 1 John 3:4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is transgression of the law. So sin is the transgression of the law. So sin equals breaking of the law. Acts 5:29. At the end of the day, we ought to be the Most High than men. We're to put the things Yahweh Hashem Yahshua told us to do over the things men want us to do. If the Lord wants us to not get according in the flesh, we are not to get according in the flesh over what men say. Men say get according in the flesh. The Most High says do not get according in the flesh. Men say put your trust in me. The Most High says no, put your trust in me, the power of heaven and earth. Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. And you have Israelite congregations who are grey area, not clear cut, on not taking the mark beast, on not taking the max, because they may or may not have the bag from E. Some of them are on 501c3 tax exemption, which means the government controls what they can and cannot teach. So they're compromised from the get-go. And as it is written, 1 Timothy 6:10. Slovakia for the internet connection. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Evil is bad times, which while some coveted after, greed of gain after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yeah. These Israel congregations are 501c3. The ones that love money, the ones with the 501c3, they love money. The love of money is the root of evil. Okay, and what they're doing is evil because they're teaching a false doctrine. They're leading their flock to the slaughter and making money from it. It'd be one thing if you're teaching them a false doctrine. It's another thing when you're teaching them a false doctrine. And you're telling them to, it's basically making it sound like it's okay to take the max and it's okay to take the RFID microchip. The Lord said to not get according in the flesh. And again, regarding Romans 13, yeah, you obey the powers that be, Esau, Edom, the powers that the Most High ordained, but only so long, until it becomes a terror for you to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. And when it becomes a terror for you to become to worship, to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to the best of your abilities, then you can no longer, do what Esau says, because Esau is going to make the marks mandatory and the mark of the beast mandatory. You shall not make any coins of your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. No coins in the flesh, no tattoos. I am Yahweh. Leviticus 21:5. They shall not bake baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. You can't shave your head bald, you can't wax it bald, nor can you shave off the corner of your beard. You can't shave off your beard, nor make any cuttings in the flesh. Also, Leviticus 19:27 tells us you can't line up your beard, you can't round the corners of your beard. Just want to get that. Isaiah 59:19, because the enemy is going to come in like a flood. Isaiah 59:19, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Yahweh brothers, in the east and west to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. When the enemy is Esau Edom, he's going to send his military, shall come in like a flood rushes in. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai shall lift up a standard against him. Standard in the Hebrew is Nawasah, Nawas. Nawas is a way to escape, flee, put to flight. Brothers, you're going to have members of the elect who get spiritual power, members of the elect who are protected by angels, and there's going to be members of the elect who die as martyrs for Yahushua, members of the elect who get their heads chopped off for refusing to take the mark of the beast, pursuing, martyrs of Yahushua, pursuing to Revelation 24, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. The elect are rejoicing, well, those who hope to be of the elect. The ones who dwell in the heavens is the Heavenly Father and the Most High Yahweh, Yahushai, the angels, both in the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, devil, diabolos in the Greek, diabolos means deceiver, is come down unto you, having great wrath. Wrath is anger with action, because he knoweth that he hath but short time, because he knows that his time to continue ruling is short. His time of rulership is nearly over. Job 14:5 says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. The exact time of Esau's rulership, there's a limit to the time Esau has. Esau's rulership has a time limit, and he cannot extend his rulership by the smallest unit of time. Revelation 2:10. Some of us are going to be thrown into prison. Fear none of those, Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, tested. And ye shall have tribulation. Tribulation is a cause of great trouble or suffering. 10 days, a complete any number of days. It could be 2 days, it could be exactly 10 days, it could be 2 months. Be thou faithful unto death, keep it unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of the life. He shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Okay? And you're going to get your crown of life if you endure unto the very end. That is the clause of the contract. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Endure means, made hard. You got to be made hard enough to last until the end. And if you're made hard enough to last until the end, you will be saved. And ultimately, you're going to be of that number. The electos means chosen. The chosen Israelites are the only one that are going to make it. They're the Israel of the Most High. Right, I just want to get that. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom. Also, do not take the max. Do not take the mark of the beast, RFID microchip. I repeat, do not take the max. That's a coin in the flesh. Do not take the mark of the beast, RFID microchip. That is also a coin in the flesh. The max defiles your temple. It spoils, it corrupts, it pines away your body. Temple of the Israelites in this truth. Hopefully this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom. I've already said that.